It's a little dark in here. And today we have a reading for you about somebody who has felt like they were stuck, like this little kitty cat here. I mean, he's kind of struggling underneath the roots of a tree, so it could have to do with a family situation. But we have someone with this sea kitten having some sort of pleasant offer, or perhaps somebody is offering assistance or guidance to help you deal with whatever the situation is that has made you feel like you were stuck. So a little bit of protective or healing energy coming your way. Let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. And I hope you're having a good day so far. If you're interested in a reading, I would love to do one for you. My email address is wickedwandstarot@gmail.com. It's in the description box for you, and you can also get additional content by joining the memberships. There's 3 different tiers and lots of additional content. Additionally, huge thank you to the anonymous donor that sent me new tarot cards. I'm pretty excited about it. You may notice there's a little bit of a cat theme with today's cards. I think 4 of them were cat themed, and I'm pretty excited about it. So I will be using those today, but I also uploaded some shorts to show you those new decks. And then, funny story, I told the anonymous donor that when I went to go pick up the box, it's addressed to the YouTube channel and doesn't have my last name on it, so sometimes it can be a little bit tricky to get them to give me the box. But she looked at it and she said, "Oh, I've seen your channel." And I got really excited. I was like, "Oh God, that's never happened to me before." Told the anonymous donor that that happened, and was told that even when shipping out the cards, the person working at the store there knew my channel too. So that's really awesome. All right, let's dive in with one of those new decks. You can laugh at me about how difficult it is for me to shuffle cards that are like almost bigger than my hand. This is the Cook's Tarot, but I'm really excited about it because the art on it is, well, it's unique. I love when there's a different interpretation. All right, let's see what we've got for you from the Cook's Tarot. Hello, Megumin, how are you doing? Hello, Uriel. What's going on? Yes, Angel, this is a collective reading. If you're looking for one that is specific to astrological signs, I do have playlists on my channel page. I've uploaded like something obscene like 8.5 thousand videos, something like that. Hello, Amkar, how are you doing? This is a general reading, but if you would like me to do personal questions at the end, make sure to like and subscribe, and if we get to $15 in tips, I will take personal questions. So, oh, interesting, that was the one I showed you earlier. So we've got the 7 of Cups and the World. This is the end of some sort of illusion. So wrapping up a chapter, figuring out the details that you need to, realizing that maybe this decision isn't as scary as it would have been otherwise because you're able to identify the resources available to you or figure out what information you need to know, right? Yeah, please do not repeat your comments in the chat. I will block you. I'm pretty sure you get shown that when you like enter the live chat, so like, yeah. Hello, Badminton. How are you doing? Hello, Dragons. What's happening? All right. Hello, Parimal. How are you doing? Hello, Aravind. Hello, Trends. Ooh. Hello, Gnostic. How are you doing? So information is clarifying for you the situation that has you trapped. So you may realize what you need to do to get a new job. You may uncover the steps needed to take to find your own living space if you're ending a relationship. But there's a choice that has to be made, and I feel like you're in the process of making that decision. And that decision is going to get you where you want to be. So it does feel like this is, you know, that seemed like too much change or too much work for me to be able to make that decision or make that choice. But now that I've done a little bit of research, now that I've looked into it, I feel better about, you know, what I actually have available, right? What I need to do to get where I need to be. Hello, Betty. Jesus loves you too. Hello, Key Controller. Hello, everybody. Hello, Connor. Oh, is it awkward? Do you want me to tell a joke? Actually, that would probably just make it more awkward. Hello, Kajira. Oh, you don't know anything about me, but I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. I would advise not spending your time trying to judge people you don't know anything about. Thank you, dragons. Hello, Santiago. Hello, Joey. Oh, I'm pretty sure it says absolutely never, not even a chance. I don't think you would know what to do. Hello, Warrior. Hello, Renee. You ain't wrong. Hello, Nick. Hello, Arush. So we've got the High Priestess. Hello, EXO. How are you doing? Well, that sounds very cool. Hello, Hamed. Hello, Nick. Aw, well, that's sweet. I hope your day gets better, hun. Hey, thank you. I appreciate that, Samurai. Hello, Dee. How are you doing? Oh, were you struggling with a little bit of typing there? Just remember that the best way to show that you have faith in something meaningful is to show people around you that you are compassionate and care about them. That's a good way to do it, right? Hello, Ms. Ely. I hope I said that right. Thank you, Renee. I'm so excited. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. We've got the High Priestess and the Hierophant and the Ace of Cups, which is kind of a big deal for all of them to come through at once. Ooh. Sorry, these are the first time using this deck, and I'm really excited about this. Okay, so we've got somebody who has been doing the tasks, or at least identifying the things that need to happen in order to change their life. Now, this could be somebody who has to move in silence or not be telling everybody what's going on. So if you're thinking about quitting your job, you might feel like you have to be a little bit cautious in terms of letting anybody know that you're planning on quitting. But I do see with this Ace of Cups, there is something really beautiful happening in terms of an offer or an opportunity that enables you to get into a better place because you feel like you belong, because you feel beloved, or because you have a greater opportunity to leverage that creative skill that you have within you. Hey, Dana, how are you doing? Okay, I'll call you June. Hello, Deepak. Hello, Hype. How are you doing? Hey, Nick. You can't tell me what to do. Nice try, sweetheart. This is not like a channel where I sit here and model things for you, but there's plenty of that on YouTube, just so you know. There's no such thing as too many cat tarot. Come on now. All right, so that first one was Cook's Tarot, which I really like. This is the Weird Cat Tarot. I've never had to memorize 6 names of tarot decks at the same time. Hello, Ankush. Hello, Carol Ann. How are you doing? Thank you, Jose. Did it really, Gnostic? No way. Hello, Diraj. All right, what else do we have? Okay, I like that. Devil in the reverse. 3 of Cups in the reverse. So we've got somebody who's realizing that there's nothing really left in this connection or in this job, in this place. So you're able to walk away from it. The Devil's in the reverse because you're not living in fear. You're not letting something control you that really shouldn't, right? And with the Three of Cups being in the reverse, there is a sense that you've been spending time amongst people that do not care or support you. So especially if this is talking about a work situation, this is saying like, I don't owe you that 2 weeks notice just because you think I do. This might not be everyone's cup of tea or opinion, but the kind of loyalty that is being shown to the workforce by, I can really only speak about my country, right? With corporate America, I don't really feel like there's much loyalty that they show to their workforce. I don't think that you should feel beholden to giving 2 weeks notice every single time. So this is about whether or not to give someone a heads up that things are about to change. You know, I've made a change in my situation, I'm moving, or I'm not going to be here when you need me to do inventory. You know, that kind of thing. Pooja, please don't repeat messages. Hello, Ghost Unknown. Liz Claire, yeah, good work, Dragons. Thank you. Pooja, if you repeat your message one more time, I'm going to put you in timeout. Hello, kitty cat meow. You're going to love this reading because it's like going to be all cat tarot cards. All right, so we've got the Six of Pentacles in the reverse. This is about loss or preventing someone from getting that equal give and take. So kind of what I was just talking about with regards to sometimes we feel like we owe a company a 2 weeks notice if we're planning on leaving, when that company would probably not give you 2 weeks notice, and that impacts whether or not you can pay your bills, right? So this is saying be conscientious or be very aware of what is equal, what is fair, right? If somebody's trying to make you feel like you have to give them more notice or that you owe them more than you really do, then address it, bring it up. Or this person seems to be basically deciding, if I'm going to be overly honest with you and it doesn't really benefit me and it really just makes things more difficult for me, then maybe I don't need to do that. Maybe I just keep this to myself for a little bit longer and you'll figure it out, right? Hey y'all, don't come on my channel and tell me not to do what I do. You will never convince me, just to let you know. Cat Tasket, I like it. Hello, oh gosh, was it Aleda? I always get nervous I'm going to say someone's name wrong. Hello, JJ. Hello, Jaybird. Okay. Well, if you don't like it, you don't have to watch it. It's cool, though. I still wish you well. So we have the World. What a cute little kitty cat. And the Two of Swords in the reverse. So I see somebody making the decision, because the Two of Swords would be like a crossroads, right? It's in the reverse because somebody's already made the decision. I'm out of here. I don't want to stay here anymore. I'm done working for you. I don't want to live here. I don't want to be in this relationship. Whatever needs to be done that somebody feels like they can't quite talk about, that decision's been made. Like, I'm not going to change my mind. I feel like this is my opportunity to improve my life, right? Thank you, Jaybird. Did I say hello to Key Controller? Yep, it's true. Hello, JB. How are you doing? Hello, Ankita. I hope your business goes well, but please don't spam the live chat with the same question. Hello, Mal. What's going on? Three of Swords and the Knight of Cups. This is going to cause some grief. This is going to probably cause a little bit of chaos, either because, you know, if you're ending a relationship, you could have some hurt feelings. And even if you're putting in your 2 weeks notice or quitting, you might be kind of breaking some hearts, right? Maybe there's some people who really enjoy working with you. Maybe there's just somebody who feels like you're supposed to be doing all the work for them. Either way, you know it's going to cause some frustration. It may end a friendship. It may start an argument, you know? Thank you, Gnostic. I appreciate that. Hello, Romulus. Hello, Brendan. How are you doing? Ace of Cups, Three of Wands in the reverse, an unexpected offer. Look how adorable that is. So I do feel like this could be a friend that says, hey, you should come work here, or hey, you know what? If you need a place to crash for a couple weeks until you get, you know, what you need figured out, I've got you. But we've got some indecisive energy that gets a little bit of a kick in the butt because all of a sudden there's something here that is easier than it seemed before. So that's what it feels like. There's somebody here offering to help you. Hey, you know, I know moving is intimidating and it's a lot of work. Do you want me to, you know, bring my truck around and I can help you out? There's someone here who's looking out for you. No, I'm not sleeping India. But hey, why don't you ask like 50 times? Six of Swords in the reverse, Death in the reverse, and Seven of Pentacles. So I do feel like things are going to get worse, and maybe that's what you have anticipated. Like, this feels like the right time for me to quit this job or move out of this apartment or move to that other city, because it feels like things are ramping up or getting more difficult. There's no end in sight as far as some sort of mismanagement or mistreatment, some disrespect that you're seeing. And I feel like it's because you can see somebody else or something else, like a team, spiraling. So you're looking at it like, well, why would I do that when it's just going to continue to be problematic, right? Like rearranging chairs on the Titanic. Is that the... I think deck chairs was the specific way of saying it. All right. I'm really excited about, where did I put you? This is the Earth Bones Tarot. Yeah. And I really love the coloring on it. Here's the, let's see which way is up. Here's the back of it. Nice and shiny, kind of like a rosé color on the side. They're so pretty. All right, let's see what else we've got. Hello, Sue. Yep. Hello, Sapphire. How are you doing? Hello, Anne. Hello, Sunny. What else do we have? Ten of Petals. Ooh, I like that. That would be the Ten of Pentacles. And this is kind of reminiscent of the bouquet that you get in the Lenormand, which makes me feel like there's some sort of achievement or accomplishment here pertaining to your career or your profession. For some of you, this is, you have the amount of experience or the education, perhaps the varied experience to make you marketable. There is something here where you have leveled up. You would be able to find a pretty decent job, but with the Eight of Petals in the reverse or the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse, it feels like there's a concern here, like there's a gap, you know, well, maybe I won't get paid for a week or two. How am I going to make everything work out? There's a plan that is starting to get formulated for you that makes you finally start to see whatever I thought was keeping me stuck in this place or in this job. Nope, I am not as stuck as I thought. Go ahead, make sure you like the video, and if you are interested in my doing some personal questions at the end of this reading, I'll do so if I get to the $15 tip mark or higher, obviously. Hello, Ashwani, how are you doing? Dragons, you're funny. Thank you. Hey, Lee, how are you doing? What else do we have? 2 8s in a row. Interesting. We've got the 8 of crystals. This would be the 8 of swords. And I'm noticing there is, hold on, let's see if I can tell. I would think that's probably a raven. I'm trying to figure out how to tell them apart because their beaks are different. There's someone here who, even though they were blindfolded, or even though some information was not readily available, or things seemed insurmountable, there's hope that has been found, or information that's coming in to enlighten this person. With the Page of Pentacles or Page of Petals in the reverse, we've got someone realizing that the potential for a future with this relationship or with this job doesn't seem to be what they were hoping. Because, of course, seeds would be about something that could grow from this, right? You're looking at this job or you're looking at this relationship and you're like, is there anything else you got back there? Is that all you got? You're sneaky. Hello, Razia. I do offer personal readings. My email address is in the description box for you. We've got the 4 of crystals, which is the 4 of swords, and it's in the reverse. And the King of Wicks, which would be the King of Wands in the reverse, the Star in the reverse. This is about tackling that difficult thing that you didn't want to think about. Look, one of the reasons that I'm even on YouTube reading tarot is because I finally listened to my tarot deck kind of slapping me across the face and telling me that it was time to make some changes, right? Nobody has a perfect life. Nobody goes through life with 0 obstacles or challenges, but the tarot can underscore for you those things that maybe you ignore. When we talk about ourselves, when we criticize ourselves, sometimes we are overly critical. Sometimes we see things in a negative light that other people appreciate or don't even notice. And other times we have this giant flashing beacon saying, hey, you need to do this. Take this thing out of the oven, or, you know, close the garage door, whatever it is. But this alarm or this alert was kind of being ignored because it's like, well, I don't know how to deal with that anyways. So, like, whatever. But now we have someone with fresh eyes looking at the situation saying, you know what, maybe that's not as crazy as I thought. Maybe what I thought was impossible to fix actually does have something that I could do to fix it, right? Hello, Eve. How are you doing? Hello, Michael. Thank you for your kind words and advice. Hello, Gilmar. If we get to the $15 mark, I'll be sure to prioritize your question. Hello, Musical. How are you doing? Oh, I'm sending you healing energy. Hello, Joshua. Hello, Pranjit. How are you doing? Hello, Tabana. I'm always worried I say your name wrong. Ooh, I love this card. This is the Sun. This talks about enlightenment. And we were just talking about somebody who's realizing what I thought I couldn't fix or what I thought was an impossible thing to deal with. I need to be honest with myself and realize there's actually some actions I can take. There's some things I could do to get myself out of this situation, right? Hola, Rani. ¿Cómo está? Hey, Zhao. How are you doing? I hope you're having a good day. What's up, Kingly Eagle? Wow. So the Sun is followed by the Emperor and the Fool in the reverse. I give you like the biggest high five for this, because what you're doing is you're saying, okay, let's stop ignoring this thing. Let's take a look. Let's look under the hood, right? Let's figure this out. I am not the smartest person in the world, or maybe I'm not an expert in this particular situation, or maybe I don't have all the facts, but I can figure this out. The Emperor is about someone standing up and taking control of a situation. Even if they feel like they don't necessarily have all the answers, I'm not gonna let it just sit there and be a problem, right? So we have the Fool in the reverse, a fear of failure or concern that you're going to, perhaps do something the wrong way or miss a detail, right? Hey, Rains, go find another channel. And I would consider what you can do to help people instead of attack them. Hello, Sid, how are you doing? 6'5", thank you. I appreciate you. Yes, thank you, Joanna. How you doing, love? Happy Friday. Hello, Nam. How are you doing? So we have the Queen of Petals and the Queen of Jars. Interesting. There was it's like I see your magic kind of leaking out of you, being taken away from you. I don't know if you've been dealing with negative energy exclusively in a workplace, or if it's been primarily within the context of a relationship, but I just want to give you like a big ol' hug, because I feel like something has worn you down over time, made you feel like you couldn't take control of this situation, and something has been a catalyst for you to say, you know what, actually, I'm kind of a badass. I think I could do something about this. Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Wands is energy that says, you know what, maybe I'm not the richest, or maybe I'm not, the boss, or maybe things will be a little bit challenging, but I'm ready to look for what I can do differently to not have to deal with the same problems. And this is when you start manifesting in this new opportunity or this offer that's going to come your way to help get you where you need to be. Hello, Keith. How are you? Hello, Lockin. How are you? That's cute. We've got Knight of Petals, which is the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. I love this. Wow, that just like takes me back to a very specific place. So the church that I went to when I was getting confirmed had one of those houses next door where the pastor would have lived, right? Oh, thank you so much, Joanna. I hope you have a fun weekend ahead of you. But that house that was connected to the pastor, they had one of these cute little windows on it, right? So you can grow like herbs or whatnot. So this makes me feel like there's some sense of comfort here, right? Because I loved that church. There's this element of change that is facilitated or made easier because of luck. Why do I say that? Because the Wheel of Fortune has a rabbit's foot. You've got something that is changing after a long period of no change. So I thought it would always be this way. I thought it would always be a problem, or I thought I would never be able to find a better job or a better living situation. But now I'm finally realizing that it's not so scary and there's a way to deal with this problem. I don't have to just continue to deal with it like that, right? All right, I have to find where I put the other new ones. Okay. Go it. I do too, don't you, Key Controller? Hello, Egon. Hello, Michael. With Sasquatch, tell Sasquatch I say hey. What's happening? I like to refer to Bigfoot as medium foot because I guess I like the starch. But you know, if you're so accustomed to being called Bigfoot, like, what would happen if somebody insulted you that way and said medium foot? Hey, Jackie. I don't really care for that, but I wish you well. I hope you have a great rest of your weekend. I would try to focus on showing love to others instead of judging them. I think that's even in the Bible. Hello, Flora. How are you doing? Thank you. All right, so this is Tarot of the Cat People. And if you're wondering if I'm really a cat person, yeah, just a little bit. Just a little bit. Hey, email box. That's definitely not true, but I hope you're having a good day, even though you're like saying weird shit. Like, do you have other things to do with your life? Well, I guess I'm not going to find out because I just blocked you. Deuces. Oh, Joanna's on it too. Thank you, honey. If you didn't see it, check out the cool, like, back of the card imagery. All right, so we've got the Emperor. Wow, and we just had that from the other deck. Look at how beautiful that is. So again, standing in your power. I know that I've, let this go or felt like I couldn't do anything for a long time, but I'm not doing that anymore. 10 of Wands, there is an ending here, and that's going to free me up to do what I know I need to do, right? Just on a random one, not like the specific Jesus. So like, Jesus, yeah, would that work? Hello, Enoch. Nah, I'm not really here to try to date anybody, but thanks. I'm here trying to help you all, you know? Because I love you. This is the Tarot of the Cat People. It is gorgeous. I moved the boxes over there, but yeah. Hey, Louise, hon, give me some time. Stop repeating the same thing, please. If we get to $15 in tips, then I will take personal questions at the end, but please make sure that you're liking and subscribing as well. That means a lot to me. High Priestess in the reverse. Wow, that is gorgeous. So here it is in the upright, but we have somebody that has been ignoring the signs. Like I mentioned with Tarot calling me out, I needed to make some changes, right? The universe has been like, hey, we sent you like 18 letters over the last like 12 months and I haven't seen a single response. Like, are you ever going to get back to us? Are you ever going to like do stuff about that thing that you need to change? The universe is getting a little bit like impatient, wondering why you're not making these changes. So there could have been some sort of catalyst, some sort of, for some of you, it might have been a dream. You might have gotten messages from somebody who's passed over. You may have gotten some sort of angel number or a movie, music kind of reference, right? Do not spam my live chat. I will literally block you. Oh, Logan. You literally just said if you don't read me, I will curse you. Go ahead, mess with my spirit guides. See how that works out for you. Really? Wow. If you don't do what you do for work for free for me, then I'm going to send you really mean energy. Bring it. I ain't scared of you. Yeah, just a little bit. Yeah, but it doesn't bother me that much. Actually, it's you know, like, it's just a reminder that there is some really beautiful energy in the live chat most of the time, right? Hello, Hamza. How are you doing? You guys, forgive me if you hear my stomach growling. I definitely should have eaten lunch by now, but I was running too many errands. So look, we've got somebody whose financial situation has been stressed, okay? It has not been easy. The work situation has not been allowing for the change that you deserve. So the universe is saying this instability is connected to or tied to that thing you know you need to end, whether it's a relationship or that job, right? Thank you, dragons. Thank you, King the Eagle. I appreciate it. All right, what else do we have? King of Cups in the reverse, 10 of Cups, 6 of Pentacles. What I'm seeing here is that you have given, and then given, and then given some more, and then someone asked you for more, so you gave more, but you never got back what you were supposed to get. So with this 10 of Cups, we have a call to action because the place where you have been giving and trying to help, it hasn't been sharing back, right? Now, I'm not saying that everything that you do in your life has to be equitable. Sometimes the most beautiful thing you can do is to be charitable to somebody that has no way of paying you back, but you just want to be a good person. Don't not do that, right? Be charitable, be supportive, make somebody's day. But this is saying, this is somebody who's like hitting you up like you're an ATM machine, asking you to work for free, asking you to pay their bills, asking you to make everything all right. And you feel like you just keep giving, but you don't get anything back, right? So this 6 of Pentacles is saying the universe wants to give something back to you because you've been so generous with everybody else, right? But it requires you to make some changes for yourself as well. Thanks, Key Controller. Are you really calling me bro? That's cute. Honestly, the way that you view the situation tells me that you really don't know what you're talking about, but I appreciate your concern. Hello, Donna. How are you doing? So we've got the 5 of Swords and the King of Swords. There is an important truth that you're going to have to speak, and I do feel like you're trying to find the right time. If it's the 2 weeks notice thing, you may be deciding, maybe I only give you 2 days notice. If it's a relationship where you have struggled to find out, how do I end this relationship without it blowing up in my face or causing some really big trouble, drama, whatever it might be, you're putting together that plan instead of just like kicking that can down the street, right? I'm not going to ignore this. I'm going to actually deal with this now, right? What's up, Rashlan? Hello, Charmy. Under Hatches, what's up? Hello, Jamil. So we've got the Ace of Cups. Look at how cute he is. Aww. This is a new beginning for you. And the 8 of Wands in the reverse with the 9 of Swords in the reverse. Look at how cute that. You guys, I just can't. It's just too adorable. After a period of no action, after not having confidence that you knew the right path forward, there is assistance that shows up that is unexpected, and it highlights for you what path is the best path for you to be able to move forward. I'm glad to hear that, Charmy. Yeah, exactly, Trench. Yeah, I mean, what is it? Is it be little girl? I'm probably not saying that correct, but excellent question. Why do most people help to gain something in return? I would say that it's probably, in my personal experience, tied to our societal expectations, beliefs. I would even kind of point to capitalism a little bit because everybody's out to make the most money. I have to make more money than I did last year, that kind of thing. If we were less like quick to look at wealth as only something that is tangible, if we were to, include within our definition of wealth that intangible sense of connection to others, I think we would probably have a much happier society. So I challenge all of you to do something nice today, tomorrow, over the weekend, and don't expect anything back. Maybe that's already something that you do. It could be as simple as saying something nice to a stranger without trying to hit on them, just because maybe it'll brighten their day, right? Like, I love your nails, or that's a really cute shirt. Your dog, I want to steal him because he's adorable. Whatever it is, don't be weird, right? But put some good energy out there. And to you as well, Zhao. I do not know any Russian. I am a big fan of learning languages, though. If I could, I would probably spend years learning as much as I could. But if you want to teach me anything in Russian and I can actually read it, then I will. All right, so we've got the World in the reverse. Ten of Cups in the reverse and the Six of Swords in the reverse. The universe is getting frustrated with you. Like I said, they were like, we sent you how many notifications and you still haven't gotten back to us yet. They're saying, this isn't the right place for you. You know that there's a better place for you, right? This Ten of Cups in the reverse talks about someone who feels like they don't belong. I am here, or I've been here for a while. I thought I was, doing what I need to do, but it doesn't feel right to me anymore, right? It doesn't feel like I'm supposed to be here. Things will continue to get more uncomfortable or feel worse if you don't make those changes, if you don't make those moves, because you do know what you need to do. It's that maybe being a little bit overly concerned about what everybody else is going to think, or is everyone going to be mad at me, that kind of thing. I appreciate that. Hello, Saida. How are you doing? Hello, Zale. Oh, my condolences, Papillon. How are you doing besides that? Sending you some healing energy. Oh, I don't think I told you what this is. Which one is this? I think this one is the catamancy. Yes, catamancy. With this as the back. So we have the Hierophant and the Seven of Wands. You are protected, my friend. When you are moving the way the universe intends for you to move, even when it feels a little bit different than what everybody expects, then things will seem to like fall into place without you doing much, right? Hello, Kimberly. How are you doing? Okay, so I'm not really cool with that username. I'm going to put you in a 10-minute timeout. If you want to change your username, you can come back in, but I'm not going to support that. Thank you, Joanna. Yes, this is a collective reading. Alberto, please keep it to English. My moderators can't moderate if you've been using some other language. So I'm going to delete that. And And if you want to post it in English, then we know if you're being cool or not. Oh, you can trust both. But I see you're not interested in playing nice. So, toodles. Hello, ILY. How are you doing? Oh, thank you, Matt. I appreciate it. Hello, Glenn. How are you doing? Sorry, guys. I dropped one. So there's protection here because you are doing something that is important for your life. It's not the easiest decision you've ever made. It might not be the last time you have a difficult decision, but it is following your intuition that is the most important thing. And when you do that, they enable you, the universe enables you to get where you're supposed to go faster, right? Hello, Ending. How are you doing? Yes, nothing changes if nothing changes. So the Emperor keeps coming out. It doesn't matter what your gender is. The reason this is coming out is because you are taking control of the situation. You're listening to this intuition. You're realizing where you need to be or that it's time for a change of scenery. And you're not letting all the minutia or the, tasks that you would need to complete stop you, right? Like, yeah, maybe it's a lot of work, but I've been in this King of Wands energy in the reverse where I'm not actually taking care of business for too long. I'm ready to figure it out and make a change. I know, aren't they adorable under hatches? Hello, Layla, how are you doing? Hey, Kimberly, I do offer personal readings if you'd like to get a little bit of insight. Hello, Caius. This is a general collective. Yes, I agree. The little girl? I don't know if I'm saying your name right. I'm sorry. Hello, Grindhard. How are you? Hello, Christine. Hello, Raj. Hello, Peter. Hello, Grindhard. Wait, did I just say that? All right, this one is the Universicat. Universicat? Is that what it is? Oh, I think it's on the back. No, maybe not. Univercat. So like universe, but take off the SE and put cat. All right, that's what this one is. And I don't know if I'm missing some sort of reference, if it's like tied to a show, but look at how cute they are, you guys. You can't. Happy Friday. Thank you, Santiago. Hello, Hero. What's up? Hello, Maggie. All right, let's see what else we've got for you. Big changes, more monies, people who understand you. That's what your future's got. Wow, you guys, I can't. How many times have we gotten the Emperor? 1, 2, 3, 4. This Aries energy is very much so dominating your life right now, and I'm here for it because this is saying, yeah, you know what? I've been letting the dishes pile up in the sink for a little while, and I knew that I needed to clean this mess up, but now I've got the sign that tells me it's really time. So you're taking care of business, right? You're finally addressing those things. Yes. It does say yin yang on it, and then, or did you say yin yang? Okay, is that a show? Y'all need to let me know so that I don't sound stupid. Well, I might still. But it's adorable. Look at how cute they are. Aw, thank you, Michael. I appreciate that. Hello, Cat Heart. What's going on? Ooh, I would if I could. Actually, no, I wouldn't, because you probably got something that would like get me sick or something. But like, why are you coming into a live chat and being all mean? Yes, yin and yang would be balance. But here, let me just show you guys. So this is the box for it, but see how it says yin yang? Well, I know it's probably reversed for you, huh? But it says yin yang the cat. So I'm guessing that's the name of the cat, right? And then it's called Univer Cat. I will probably mess that name up a few times though, just to be like super clear. Yes, exactly. Time to clean house. Time to get things figured out, right? I agree, Gnostic. All right, what else do we have? Page of Cups in the reverse. Well, here's the card. Sadness, depression, but you can fix it. Queen of Swords is saying, yeah, I've been upset. Yeah, I felt like I wasn't where I needed to be. I felt like people were, you know, being rude or expecting too much of me, not doing right by me. But I didn't know what to do about that, you know, situation. I didn't know how to deal with it, or I didn't know what to change. That's what's changing. That like, well, I don't know what to do, is moving forward into, you know what, I bet I could figure out what I need to do, right? I bet I could put together a list of the things that I could check out. I bet I could find a way to, you know, talk to some friends, see what they would recommend, all of that. I know, Sever, isn't it great? Hello, Jason, what's going on? Hello, Birgit, how are you doing? All right, well, we'll see if you behave. What else do we have? King of Swords in the reverse. The Star in the reverse. And the Magician. Look, who are you dealing with? I don't like them. Can you tell them to stop being a jerk? This could be your romantic partner. This could be your roommate. This could be your boss. But when we have a King of Swords in the reverse, this is somebody who is very comfortable being misleading, dishonest, maybe even purposefully difficult. And it's because they've got issues in their life, so it's like they don't really have the compassion to care about others. But you're realizing that you can beat this person. Slow down. I'm not telling you to go throw hands. I'm not telling you to go like catch a charge. But what I'm saying is, maybe you're smarter than this person. Maybe they feel like you have to stay right where you are and they're wrong. Oh, I'm going to, Sigmund. But you know what's great? Is that you won't be able to keep chatting. Oh, bye. I won't miss you. I still wish you well, though. Just like way over there, where I don't have to deal with you. Ew, why would you choose that name? That's a choice. Why would you want to tie yourself up to that karma? Hey, Connor, I am not a doctor, but I do send you healing. I would go get that checked out, though. Hello, White Light. How are you doing? Thank you, David. How's your day going? Hello, King 7. That's not what we're doing here, but there are definitely YouTube videos out there that will explain it for you. 5 of Swords in the reverse. Making amends, fixing problems. The Moon in the reverse. I don't know what that is, you guys. Orange suit? Was there a book? Hold on, you guys. I am confused. Is that it? No. I don't know if there was a book. You guys, who wants to Google for me what this means? Orange suit in the reverse. I don't think there's a book that came with it. Negative. Okay, so look. Oh, wait, but what do I have? I have my computer. Okay. Protective custody. That's funny. Hey, thank you for liking the video. I appreciate y'all. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Kevin. Like, that shouldn't be the reason. I'm sorry if that is. Okay, so if it's protective and it's in the reverse, we're going to go ahead and say, which makes a lot of sense, because the moon in the reverse would be not so great intentions. Somebody who wants to make you work but doesn't want to pay you fair, right? Somebody who expects you to pay all the bills or they eat all your food, right? That kind of thing. 7 of Wands. This is saying you're protected against somebody who's put you in a difficult situation. Somebody who wanted to keep you perhaps in a tough spot because it benefited them in some way. Hello, Gary. Oh, Kevin, I don't believe that. I'm sorry if that's your experience, but I definitely know women who don't feel that way. Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. There's a cost to this change, and that could be something that has been a little bit scary or even a little bit intimidating. I think I've gone through all of them. That's awesome. Thank you again to the anonymous donor. You're the best. Let's go with more cats. I haven't had enough of the cats, guys. This is the cats rule the earth. Yeah, that's very true. What else do we have? Forza, I will answer questions if we get to the $15 tip mark. Otherwise, this is a general reading, and I do offer personal readings. My email address is in the description box. I return them to you within 24 hours of receiving payment. There's no ads, and they run between $40 and $100. All right, so we've got Wheel of Fortune in the reverse, the Chariot, Knight of Wands. Okay, I'm excited for you. You're like, you know what? It sucks around here. I don't feel like I'm making the money that I should, or I feel like someone's taking advantage of me, and maybe I do better over there. And you're right. So you're like, okay, cool. Well, let's hop in the car, let's get in the bus, or let's get on the boat, whatever it is. I'm gonna move. So Knight of Wands indicates this quick movement after a period of stagnation, not doing it, right? I didn't think I had any choices. I didn't think I could fix this. I didn't think I could find a new place to live. I didn't think I could find a new job. Throwing that all in the bin. That's not how I feel. You know what? I'm capable. I can find a way to fix this. I can do something different, right? Hello, Outlaw. How are you doing? From Benin? Oh, that's cool. Thank you. What else do we have? 7 of Wands, Death, Ace of Pentacles. That's what I wanted to see. So, for like the 3rd time, you are protected. Now, does that mean you can do whatever silly thing you want to do and nothing bad's going to happen? No. This is saying when you are on the right path, when you are not letting obstacles, you know, seem bigger than they really are, when you are following the path you need to with courage, then it'll be made less difficult for you because you are going through that transformation. It's not easy to change your life. It's not easy to make little changes. But when you have that confidence or that courage to go up against those things and change regardless, then you get this Ace of Pentacles. And you're like, what's with the Ace of Pentacles, Carmen? That's not that great, right? Like, 10 of Pentacles would be a lot of money. Ace of Pentacles is that opportunity. The Ace of Pentacles gets you to the 10 of Pentacles. Because we did get, where are you? I knew exactly where it was, you guys. The 10 of Petals, which is the 10 of Pentacles. You have an opportunity that is going to get you to wealth, going to get you to a place where you feel much more comfortable with your finances and your stability. But it takes a little bit of courage first, right? I like it, dragons. Queen of Cups, someone who cares about you, someone who loves you. They love you. I see protective energy all over this reading. For some of you, you have a person who prays for you all the time. For others of you, you have somebody that is consistently sending you positive energy, or they want to be there for you to support you, or maybe even help you come up with the ideas that you can do to make this change happen. This Queen of Cups, whoever they are doing whatever they can to be helpful, letting you crash on the couch, helping you out with a job application, or providing you with intuitive messages that get you to where you need to be successful. Just kind of depends on whether or not they're alive or not. Sorry if that's spooky, but there's somebody that's trying to make sure you're all right. Hello, Famous Seamus. Hello, John. How are you doing? Hello, Jaita. What's up? Hey, Aqua Beauty. What's happening? Hello, James. Hello, Joey. No, I look like me. Hello, DMC. What's happening? Hello, Jess. How are you doing? We've got the Page of Swords in the reverse. 10 of Wands. Okay, so you know how sometimes life is made easy by a real clear-cut set of directions that say, hey, so you found yourself at point number 1, and you would like to be over here where point number 4 is. Here are the easy directions to get where you need to be. Those don't exist for what you are supposed to do. You kind of have to make up a little bit as you go along. You're blazing a new path, or you're doing something that's unconventional. You're changing your life. There's no like manual out there for exactly what you should be doing. However, there are little signs you're going to find along the way, almost like it's a little scavenger hunt that will make sure you get where you're supposed to be. The trick is, when you don't have that GPS planned out when you're leaving the driveway and you're like worried about whether or not you're going to get lost on the way, it's totally natural, totally fair. But when you have trust and faith in the universe, your religious beliefs, whatever they might be, trust and faith in yourself, then you can get out of these tricky spots, right? Hello, Fabian. Hello, Molly. How are you doing? Thank you, Mercy. How are you? You want me to say that in a Forrest Gump voice? Think I could do it? Life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get. I think it was slightly off, but we'll make it work, right? Now, I think my favorite part of Forrest Gump to quote was but Lieutenant Dan, he was mad. He started cussing. I don't know the rest of it, but that's as much as I can do. Trevino, I do not mess with a Ouija board, and I wouldn't recommend that you do either. Just saying. Nope, nope, nope. Yeah, you're gonna have to change your username if you want to be participating in my live chat, because I'm offended by your racism. So maybe like look in the mirror and ask yourself why you want to be like hateful and bigoted. And if you want to come back around and not be racist, you're welcome. Hello, Abdul. How are you? Because On this channel, we love everyone. Doesn't matter where you're from, doesn't matter what you look like. It's okay if you didn't shower today. We still love you, but I do not tolerate like any kind of like isms, okay? Seven of Cups in the reverse. Clarity is coming to you because you are courageous, because you are strong, right? Yeah, just like don't get on my bad side, right? Aw, yeah, that's all right. Hopefully they figure it out, right? Look, the world is a crazy place. There's a lot of hate out there. There's a lot of people out there that only care about themselves. The only way we get through life and have some semblance of happiness and community is if we look for others of reasonably similar mindset, right? Doesn't have to be the same. You could learn a lot from other cultures, other religions, other people. But if we work together, if we have some sort of ability to connect to each other and help each other whenever we can, or even just say something positive when someone's had a rough day, then you can make a difference in the world. So do that if you can. I'm gonna leave it there because we're already at like 66 minutes, but do me a favor, make sure you've liked the video, make sure you subscribe, and I hope to see you on